This is the world of lighting. This is what we're going to talk about. My name is Alfred Gonzalez. I've been working for American DJ for 23 years now. When I started with American DJ, they were making one light that we still make today called the Vertigo, except the Vertigo weighed 50 pounds. The Vertigo costs $500. The Vertigo actually, when we came out with that years ago, it still uses the same bulb, which is a 300 watt bulb, which is different names for it, but as far as wattage, 120 volt, 300 watts, it's a halogen bulb. And a halogen bulb is a little different now than what you're seeing in all the new lights. And the new lights, does anybody have any new LED lights out here? Yeah, there we go, there we go. We got a couple that have them. Okay, so this is the old school way, and again, it's two 300 watt lamps inside a Vertigo. The thing is with the Vertigo though is it's going to draw about 4 or 5 amps of power. So if any of you guys own one of our light co-pilots, SC8 system, or simply if you got just a breaker where you're going to put the lights on, you could only use 3 Vertigos, or say an Avenger, a Vertigo, and a Mystic on one 20 amp circuit because of the power draw. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this with the power draw compared to the LEDs now, the different type of bulbs that's out there in the market, and the transition effect lighting that uses halogen lamps into LEDs now. Not only that, staging, using lights more as a production, making your event a production, washing walls, and again, the effects, and also the intelligent world. Does anyone own any intelligent lights here? Scanners, moving heads. So we got a few. All right, so we got a veteran crew right here of the lighting industry. So this is stage lighting. Ernie, can you point it up? Maybe point it up. Is anybody right by there? What's your name right there, John? What's your name? Sean. Sean, put your hand in front of that. How does it feel?
It's hot.
Yeah. It's hot, huh? It's very hot. Right there, what that is inside that car can, that's a 300 watt car can. When we found out about the LED technology, we wanted to find a way, okay, we're going to start with the car cans. We want to put LEDs into a car can because one thing, the LEDs, if anybody knows, LEDs last very long. They last anywhere from 50,000 to 100,000 hours. So when we said that, we came out with this product, which is called the P64 LED. That is the first LED product by American DJ that we made. Okay, it's a par can that has 3 different type of LEDs, which is red, blue, and green. With the red, blue, and green, which is called RGB color mixing, it allows you to go through and make multiple colors with it, from reds, blues, purples, so on and so on and so on. Okay, when you're using the par can that Ernie had plugged in, you need this with the gel sheet. And the gel sheet's the only way. When you have regular par cans, you have to put a red gel, blue gel, or whatever color you want. With this one, it's going to mix and match and color all it can. There's a gel sheet right there just so you can show them. So you have to put the gel sheet into the frame and put it over the light. But that means that one par can is always going to be red, depending what color you use. Up there, you notice that's changing RGB. And again, 100,000 hours on the LEDs. And a lot of people, LEDs have been around forever. It's nothing new. It's just now it's new in the industry for lighting. LEDs have been around, actually, they were discovered all the way back in 1907, believe it or not. And the real name for the LEDs is dials. Instead of LED, it's a dial. Okay, and that's what we discovered. We said, all right, well, they've been around forever. They now put them in cars, as far as the lights in the cars. They use them in remote controls. They use them on home stairs. They use them everywhere. They've been around for years. And now that they're becoming more of the regular type thing, just like the SD stuff on American Audio, this is what we're doing now. So we decided, all right, we came out with the par can, we started selling them like crazy. We said, what's the next step? Some people said, well, it's not as bright as a regular par can. So that's when we came out with different size LEDs, and we'll show you, let's go with the mega panel next. Now, the size of the LED on the P64 that we just had, the par can, that size right there is 1/10 of a watt. Okay, so that's the beginning level, which is known as 5mm also. 5mm LEDs. This one right here is a megabar. Let me turn it right here this way so you can see. And if you notice, these dials actually have a dome on it, and that actually increases the size of the LED, which in a sense this is 10mm LEDs versus the par can is 1/10 of a watt. Big difference. It's about 5 times as much more power. But the thing is, you also cover more area with it. And one of the reasons why I brought up par cans, because a lot of you guys, you know, par cans are more for stage performers. Maybe some people use par cans in their DJ, changing colors and all that. But when you want to take the next step as a DJ, as some of you know, sometimes you can't use fog all the time. So what we got to say is we got to dress up the place. We got to put mood lighting into it. If you're playing in a banquet, catering hall, you're playing in a hotel lobby, hotel, a big room. What you want to do is you want to create a different atmosphere with moonlight. If you notice, I don't have it on here, but the minute I hit the curtains right here, which again with the LEDs, you're going to be able to go with this particular light 30, 40 feet high. So if you're playing in a place with a high ceiling, you could actually line up 3, 4 of these and they could wash that whole wall and you could change the color. So it's something different. Now you guys are becoming a production show. You're not just lighting up the dance floor only, you're lighting up the walls, you're creating a different image that goes far beyond a different world. And now you can even charge more money because what you're doing is decking out the whole place there now. Big difference, night and day. Okay. Now if you notice, the DJ spot 250, closer to Kevin right there, that's a 250 watt EHJ halogen lamp, okay? This right here is 20 watts of LEDs. Very equivalent to it, okay? So this is the first light out in the market that has this type of output of 20 watts. The beam degree angle is 14 degrees. And you see if you see it, if we went to this one to that one, beam angle, we're talking about how far it comes out here, by the time it reaches so many feet, how big it gets. That's a beam angle. If you notice with this is probably the same size, it might even be a little bit bigger on it. This one also, you notice it has the gobos, it has the colors. So this is called the X-Move right here, which has, again, 20 watts of LEDs. It's very small, it's compact. Imagine showing up to a gig using 4 of these Global Trust totems right here, putting 4 of these up right there, and you got your intelligent show. You can make a case that holds 4 of these, and that's it, instead of hauling this big old moving heads in. So depending on, you know, if you work by yourself or a couple guys, it's very compact. Again, long life LEDs, the whole works right there, and you see how bright it is as well. So if anybody's into lasers and you want a moving head, it's the same base that's on the X-Move over here. And it has multiple patterns in it, numbers of patterns, so you see how nice the spread is of the green laser, how far it shoots. And again, if you're running a DMX, you can control what pattern you want, how far you want, where you want it to shoot, and so on, and do some nice little free movements with it. So that's the X laser. This we came out with the AccuSpot Hybrid. It's a combination of using a 250 watt discharge lamp internally, which gives you 3,000 hours of lamp. But if you notice how bright that white is, and that's the reason because it's a discharge lamp. When you saw the DJ Spot 250, it's a halogen lamp. With the discharge lamp, it burns at a higher temperature, so that's why you get that white that you get from it. Whereas with the DJ Spot, the white now becomes yellow. So until you see the comparison with that, it's day and night right there. And again, it's because it burns at a higher temperature level than that. But in a sense, with this one, we added the LED range. You see all the LEDs going on. In each circle, there's 2 half-watt LEDs. So it's a total of 9 watts of LEDs right there. And that's called the AccuSpot Hybrid right there. This one weighs, it's a little more hefty. I believe it's about 25 pounds. But it's a small, you know, compared to some of the other moving heads, especially the next one I'm going to show you. It's beam angle. Not only that, it has a prism effect that creates that right there. You see the 3 different designs? That's what a prism does right there. It multiplies your regular stars, your circles, everything to that. Also, again, the beam angle's bigger. Not only that, the optical path is bigger, so that allows more output from that lamp. If you notice how bright that is, that's the same lamp that's in the AccuSpot Hybrid, but because the optical path is bigger and the reflector in there is different, it makes it more brighter, probably about 20% brighter for that reason. And again, this is the AccuSpot Pro. It has also focus, so you don't have to go up there and turn the manual focus knob. You can do it on your controller. Again, it has the prism, focus, replaceable gobos, the whole works right there. So that's the AccuSpot Pro right there. So when you guys get those big events or those big corporate events that want to pay some money, this is what you guys want to put out there because this is what they want to see, the big dollar lights right here. So again, as you go on, you're seeing all the different gobo wheels. So it has like maybe 8 different patterns. This one has 2 gobo wheels. So you not only get the 8 gobos, but you get an additional 6 more gobos plus the spot. Prism, focus. So again, that's the granddaddy of them all, the AccuSpot Pro.